You guys, what's been up? Okay, so it has been a while. So what's been happening? I have been in some sort of a reset. I've spoken of this reset before, but I did not realize how in depth it was going to go. I'm starting to get the gist of it. When the Lord told me that, I was like, well, okay, reset me. And I was thinking just mindset. Everything he put into you. And it's not anything that you do by your own will. He does it. He sets everything up. I used to be a dog breeder. I bred Rottweilers for years. Now, dogs were my thing, but I also liked cats. I've had a few, but mostly a dog person. I really enjoyed it, but time just would not allow me and space to be able to continue to breed. So over the years, it got less and less and less until it was just non-existent. The Lord told me about 5 years ago about remembering who I was. Remember who I made you to be. That's what it was. And I was like, well, okay. Yeah, I get that. I get that. We change over time and we take on things that we shouldn't. We have to rid ourselves of those things. All the selfishness that we tend to pick up. So I thought this was what he was talking about. I started noticing these little changes in my attitude, the way I looked at people, the way I treated people. I started resetting my opinions and things. All just started going back to the way they were, because I was that type of person. Don't start anything. Just, people are going to argue with you. They're going to try to fight with you. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. But I had gotten to where I would fight just as hard and act like them. So all that stuff started falling off of me. I started noticing. I was like, wow. About 5 or 6 months ago, I started having all these cats come. They would come to my door, scratching at the door, wanting something to eat. They would show up at specific times and I would open the door and there they would be just sitting, looking. I had them come to my windows, even tear the screen out, y'all. I am being for real. Tear the screen pure out of my windows. And wanting in. Want me to take them in. We would take these kittens, these younger cats that weren't, wild as ever. We would tame them a bit more and get them real docile. They would be adopted out. Now, me personally, we didn't have one. Me and my daughter, we was talking. I said, I want a rag doll. That's what I'd like to have. I'd like to have a rag doll. Within a few days, my other daughter, she works for a rescue in a different town. She sent me this picture. It was in an advertisement. I said, what is that? She said, it's a cat. Look at it. And I looked at him. I said, he's pretty. Very pretty. And he was set up in these Christmas photos, right? And beautiful, beautiful cat. And I was like, wow, he's really pretty. She said, yeah, it's a rag doll. I said, oh, yeah, I'd like to have one of those. She said, you didn't read it? This one's up for adoption. I said, when was this posted? She said, 2 hours ago. And it's over there close to where you are. I was like, well, surely that cat's gone by now. We tried to call ahead of time. I guess they were going to lunch. We just walked in up there. I asked about the cat, and she said he's 12 years old. 12. See, I kept seeing the number 12 everywhere. And so that kind of caught me off guard. I said, okay, he's still here. She said, but we're taking applications and all this. She said, wait a minute, don't I know you? I said, I think you do. My daughter's friends with this lady's daughter. I said, yeah. And she knew I was the dog breeder and stuff. And she said, oh, so she picks up the cat. He was up under her desk. I said, what do I need to do? He's huge. His head is like a melon. But his name was Cicero. Seems like he had some sort of theory thing. Memory serves. It's like he was like had the same ideas or a matching idea with Aquinas, Thomas Aquinas, I think. Anyway, it's, yeah, like some sort of God theory. Like he believed. And so I was like, that's, you know, that's kind of interesting. But, yeah, what are the odds? I've never seen one. I've never seen a ragdoll cat. Not in person. I've seen one in photos. People don't have them here. People here can't afford these cats. And so this blows my mind. I dealt in rescue type stuff for years. And this is the first time I've ever encountered one. Right after we actually stated that's what we wanted. I heard a guy one time said, you know, he said, before I became a real believer, like I actually believe, he said, I asked God for a roast beef sandwich. He said, somebody brought me one. I was like, now I believe the guy. Well, I call him Big Bernie. Big Bernie. Because at first he laid around and slept all the time. And I was like, well, he's like Bernie, you know, Bernie Sanders. No, his personality come out, y'all. He's like Bernie Mac. He will run up down the hallway meowing, and he is loud as mess too. It carries. Want to be fed at 3 a.m. I love him to death. He sleeps in a coffee box. But yeah, I'll take a short clip of him so you can see what he looks like. He's a looker. He's handsome. Hi, Bernie. My baby. Oh, that's Big Bernie.